everybody. It's the homie truth teller, the street reporter. And I've been telling people this. It's dangerous out there. Let me tell you something. Check this out, cameraman. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, it's pretty out there. Don't get me wrong. That's why I show y'all this, because a lot of internet shit always show y'all the Grammy parts, the hood parts, the big grizzly bears and shit. I be wanting to show y'all that it's nice people out here, and everybody ain't trying to kill nobody. Everybody ain't trying to harm nobody. It's people out here that go to work, want to take care of their kids, want to live a regular life. I'm going to tell you something. It's dangerous for rappers, though. I interviewed a guy named Jinx who told me, matter of fact, the guy who was sitting next to Jinx, it wasn't Jinx, it was the guy sitting next to Jinx, told me, when you kill a rapper, you get brownie points. Somebody told me when you kill a rapper, it's like a trophy. Somebody told me it's like they playing it out here. That shit dangerous. It's not no joke out here. People not playing out here. When you get a face card, you gotta move a little bit different. Once you get 1 million views, people consider you a op. It's not the same no more. We seen what happened with Jada Young. And I'm gonna tell y'all something with Jada Young. A lot of people was running to the blog sites, wanting to be the first person to post it, first person to repost it. People was posting he died, he didn't die. People was posting this, people was posting that. Hell, I was posting shit. I'm a blogger, I gotta post it. So I understand that people was posting. But let me tell you something. The next day came, it's different stories came. People on to the next story. That family still gotta deal with that shit. That man was a brother. That man was a father. It's somebody crying right now because of that shit while the next person on to the next story. Luckily, he was successful. Because, his story is like a lot of these young black men out here in Chicago. Only thing is, they ain't rich and successful. You know how much a funeral costs? Man, funerals are expensive. Man, don't put your family in a position like that where they gonna be fucked up, struggling, calling your uncle, they calling this person, they calling that person, they calling this person, they calling that person. It's a, let me see, man, they on the phone. Yeah. Uh-huh. You think you can help us out? Then, now they mad, he got the phone. His bitch ass, he don't even want to help out with his own cousin. He ain't gave a fuck about James now. He loves James. He gives a fuck about James, but he has bills. He has a regular life. When James was alive, he knew that he was struggling. Now that James gone, shit, that don't mean he ain't struggling no more. It's hard for him to give you $800 on the funeral. Don't put your mom in a position where she got to bury you. It's dangerous out here. I've been saying that shit for a long time. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. His sister been speaking out. His sister seemed like she give a fuck about her brother Jada Youngin, which means that I believe this case could be solved. This feel personal. Man, that brother was, if I'm not mistaken, that brother lost his life in front of his home. That's not personal. When I put a person in these chairs right here, come on, man, you can show him that. When I get a guy in that chair, I let him sit in that chair right there. I ask him questions about things going on in his neighborhood. I ask him questions about things about him. He sit in this chair, and I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these guys sit here, they tell me about the ops. They tell me about the enemies down the street. They tell me about all they homies that's soldiers. They tell me about all the shorties who got blicks. They tell me about all the wars they've been in. And I be saying to myself, this is what I say to myself. If this wasn't on an interview on camera and it was just audio, I think they was talking about Iraq. They was talking about Afghanistan. Nah, they talking about them dirty ass niggas around the corner. Niggas around the corner that shooting motherfuckers, killing motherfuckers. It's dangerous, R.I.P. to that homie Jada Youngin. I get a lot of information. People told me that, the back door was open. It feels like it. Just think about this. This guy's father witnessed his son get murdered. Hell, he was even shot. Imagine what's going through his father head. Imagine that shit. Just imagine. I don't think people realize this. Imagine somebody pulling that type of shit with you when you with your father. We got to be better than this, I just wanted to speak on that because a lot of people don't understand. This is not a game. This is not a joke. You don't get 2 chances at this shit called life. It ain't a joke. It ain't funny. That shit is very sad. I'm tired of these type of stories, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm a blogger. I blog about it. That don't mean I like it. I watch a lot of these young brothers lose their life, and a lot of people say, man, it's the rap shit, it's the rap shit, it's the rap shit. These hoods is plagued with just so much trauma, lack of opportunities, lack of jobs, lack of support, no money, nobody in the neighborhood look like us, nobody control the produce, nobody control the education, the jobs, no wealth in the hood, you know, PTS, depression. You got the nerve to say a motherfucking rapper or a blogger is bigger than that, but for some reason, rappers are taking the brunt of some of the shit that is going on. I want to be honest, I do see some of that shit though. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. We almost at 100,000 subscribers too, man. So I appreciate the love. It's the only truth. I thought I heard somebody at the door, man. We thought we heard the door. We thought we heard the house at the door, man. But we're gonna be getting there. It's the only truth. Tell the street reporter. Blah, 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 blah.